All right, Riverdale fans. So, Shane, you got the show tonight.
Yeah. Do we want to start off with like how they explored Betty kind of telling Jughead that she's kind of crazy and her family's
Yes,
kind of
Betty.
crazy?
Betty is unhinged. Betty's unhinged, and I think Jughead is unhinged too.
Yeah, but that's just because he had a kind of a crap childhood.
Okay, but where do we think Betty's unhinged?
I'm not sure. I think it's just kind of like a genetic thing with her family because we saw her mom just like snap all of a sudden with the brick in the last episode, and then Polly's probably somehow crazy. She's got something going on, so. Maybe
So could we speculate that maybe Betty definitely isn't who she's cracked up to be? Could maybe have had something to do with the death of Jason Blossom, since that's the whole mystery in Riverdale?
I don't think this had anything to do with it. I think just like everything going on with like Jughead and his dad and like all the stuff with Polly and Jason, I think it's just kind of stressing her out. And so she's kind of just going crazy once in a while.
How about the little cat fight between Veronica and Cheryl, and how Cheryl teamed up with Chad to sabotage the party that Jughead did not want. And you know, I have to say, I know a few friends and family members that don't like to celebrate their birthday, and I don't understand because your birthday is such a significant day. And I really like how they wrote that into the storyline for this episode, because the entire episode revolved around Jughead, his birthday, his father, the party, but then also the sabotaging of the party where secrets came out, where Chad is his name?
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names. Chad unveiled what Betty really did. So now her friends are starting to see that she is definitely unhinged and has a dark side to her. Also, you know, the plot kind of thickened. They did show a little too much of Kevin and that guy who is part of the Serpents, and Joaquin. And so, you know, they're going to go somewhere with the plot, obviously, since they've had that. And I just hope that he's not using Kevin to get information to destroy about possibly the murder of Jason.
I think he's like supposed to be doing that, but I think they're gonna end up actually liking each other.
They're falling in love with each other.
He's gonna like tell Jughead's dad to like screw off. I'm just gonna be with them now.
Right.
And also, after what's his name, Chad, started like harassing Betty, Jughead punched him, and then Jughead's dad was there and he took care of business pretty quick.
Very much so. Very much so. Yeah, I mean, I thought overall it was an episode, a good episode. I definitely don't like it when Veronica cries because she's such a fierce character, and I root for her all the way. Some of the terms that I heard tonight, I can remember the one off the top of my head, friendervention. I haven't heard that one before. I even tweeted it and had a few tweets back. What was the other one that we heard in the very beginning, if you can remember?
It was like two words combined. It was like catatonic something else.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
And of course, it's not on next week. And do we think we know why it's not on next week?
I think it's just Greg Berlanti probably wants it to end the same time, like Supergirl and The Flash and Arrow all end.
So yeah, I would say it was a good episode to reveal some secrets.
Should we talk about like the last 5 seconds?
Sure.
Archie's
Go
mom
ahead.
coming in.
Go ahead.
Molly Ringwald from like 80s and nothing else after that, pretty much. Like 16 Candles and Breakfast Club. She's playing Archie's mom, and she finally came onto the show. We don't know if her and Fred are like getting back together or what, because Archie like drunk called his dad and said like don't sign the divorce papers. So see where that goes. I guess on the 27th.
And how many episodes are left?
I think just 3.
Okay, so the finale will be coming up, but it was picked up for a second season, so can't wait to see where they go. I'm sure they'll have some major cliffhangers, knowing
Sabrina
Greg
the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, as what you think in the one theory. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a filler episode, I would say. There wasn't really much. I was trying to focus on a few other things, but I was trying to watch
I think
at
it
the
was
same
more
time.
of a character-driven instead of like the usual plot twist and such. Because even Jughead was like, I only see Betty and Archie as friends. Like Veronica and Kevin, I don't even see them as friends. So.
Well, I mean, I'm all about the character development, but I'm more about the plot and storylines and the twists and the mysteries and that. And they really didn't touch much on that other than revealing a few things about Betty. So yeah, what are your thoughts? If you're, a big Riverdale fan, let us know. Thanks for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. And yep, we won't be here next week, obviously, but we'll be back when it returns the following week. So Have a good night, everyone.